Shelly, the brave snail. Deep in a lush meadow, where the sun always shone and the flowers smelled of honey, lived a little snail named Shelly. Shelly wasn't like the other snails, who loved to spend their days munching on leaves and hiding under mushrooms. No, Shelly was curious. She dreamed about what lay beyond the meadow, of places she had never seen. One bright morning, Shelly decided it was time for an adventure. "I'm going to the sparkling pond at the edge of the meadow," she said to herself, packing her shell with a few leaves and a flower petal for lunch. "No snail has ever been there, but today I'll try." As Shelly made her way through the tall grass, she heard a small voice. "Where are you going, Shelly?" It was Dot, a ladybug with spots that shone like stars. "To the sparkling pond," Shelly said proudly. Dot blinked in surprise. "The pond? That's a dangerous place for a snail. But you know what? I'll come with you. I've always wanted to go on a real adventure." Together they set off. Along the way they had to climb over a fallen branch, where they met a caterpillar named Curl. "What are you two doing here?" asked Curl, as he crawled curiously toward them. "We're going to the sparkling pond," Dot said excitedly. Curl wiggled his antennae. "The sparkling pond? I've heard that's where the most beautiful water lilies grow. I'll join you." The three friends continued on their way, but when they reached a bubbling stream, their courage faltered. The water flowed fast and seemed far too wide for Shelly to cross. "What now?" whispered Curl. Shelly felt her tiny snail heart race. She didn't want to give up, but how could a snail cross a stream? Dot flew up to scout ahead. "I found a floating leaf," she called. With Dot's help, Shelly and Curl climbed onto the leaf, which gently carried them across the stream. As the water flowed beneath them, Shelly suddenly felt braver. "We're really doing this," she thought. After many adventures, including meeting a curious frog and avoiding a nosy bird, they finally reached the sparkling pond. The water glimmered like diamonds in the sunlight, and the air was filled with the soft hum of dragonflies. The pond was even more beautiful than Shelly had imagined. "You did it, Shelly," Dot said proudly. "No," Shelly said, looking at her friends. "We did it together." They stayed by the pond all afternoon, listening to the gentle music of the rippling water. And as the sun began to set, Shelly knew one thing for sure. It takes courage to follow your dreams, but good friends make the journey even better.